Actually, let me do proof of work versus proof of stake because that's more illustrious of what's actually happening. Okay, it actually does have Ethereum here. So Investopedia, if I haven't said it already, is one of the greatest investor encyclopedias in the world. It literally is, I copy and pasted the manual for the Series 7 and almost took the Series 7. I was ready for it, but I realized if I took it, I would probably end up being a stockbroker, and I did not want to be caught up. I don't know about anywhere else in the world, but most of the places I interviewed, they did not. I didn't feel the concern for the people, and I couldn't be in a environment like that. So I realized that the Series 6 and 63, which is more geared towards annuities and mutual funds, is much better overall because it's pools of money in a variety of different mutual funds or index funds. What I'm trying to get to here is that so proof of stake is a way to validate. So it is all about validating blocks on a blockchain, and each block represents like a bunch of transactions, and it's like having like voting rights, which is so there's voting rights is also part of a DAO, which is like a decentralized authority organization that helps to have a decentralized method of voting for the future of a cryptocurrency. So there was a very famous stablecoin called Empty Set Dollar, which based off of Dynamic Set Dollar. And most of these things that are called Set Dollar try to be algorithmic stablecoins, but stay away from algorithmic stablecoins. They really don't work. I've seen every single one I've ever looked at go to zero eventually. It's beside this point, but because we're talking about like a cyber attack, but looking at the contract code to see vulnerabilities is not something that is very easy. So it's good to read what different auditors have to say about a particular cryptocurrency, and then slowly learning more about Solidity programming language to know like what to look for, and what's actually going to be beneficial, and what could be a major issue later. So this is the one that I'm in the process of designing. As you can see, I'm doing it in 8.4, and this is not yet because I still have a few more things that I need to do to make sure that these things work. But there's basically like 5 different ways a fee structure can be set up. So proof of stake is where you validate transactions on a blockchain. So every single transaction on a blockchain, it's validated with supercomputers that operate as CPAs. If you want to think about it that way, it's really helpful to think about each supercomputer as a CPA, which is doing like a thousand transactions a day, like just scanning through and making sure that it's in consensus with commonly held practices of the blockchain, which protect it. Now, there's blockchains that don't really operate properly and they're not very popular, but people still go to them just because they're in for an adventure. They're like bored with Ethereum, they're bored, they get bored with Binance, they get bored with Polygon, and so they're like blockchain hopping. It's fun, but it's better to stay on a proven blockchain, with proven cryptocurrencies that have been around for more than just a month, really. And I can go through, researching cryptocurrencies in another session from an investor standpoint, but a lot of it does have to do with the code. And so the proof of stake idea is really going to help the environment because the validation can be delegated based off of how many coins that somebody holds. So there's a minimum coins that somebody needs to hold, and then they can set up a VPN or they can pay a service that makes a VPN for them, and the actual transactions that are happening in the proof of stake mining. I mean, it's still technically mining, but it's not as much physical mining as the other type of proof of work mining. It's more ecologically friendly, but it's also more sustainable for the price of the transaction.
Which blockchain does Daikon run off of?
So DAI is interoperable. It started on Ethereum, it's on Polygon, and it was also on it's also on Binance. So to know more about each particular cryptocurrency, you can do a lot of research on CoinGecko, as I've said before, because it tells you more about where it's bought and where so DAI is going to be somewhere up here. Yeah, here it is. It's still in the top 24. It's just has slightly more market cap than Tron. So it's actually issued by MakerDAO. Remember I was talking about decentralized what is it? DAO, decentral autonomous organization. Yeah, I think I didn't say it right before. It's decentralized autonomous organization. So what that means is that the creators can make these DAOs and not have control over the outcome. So for most people, that's really, really better, because then it makes it trustless. So that, the guy might be honest for, 5 days, 5 weeks, 5 months, and then something happens in his life or her life, where they really need some money, or let's just say, right? So the you never know what's happening with the creators of any cryptocurrency, and although they seem like trustworthy people, you want to always go with things that are more decentralized and more trustless. But to know whether it is, you really have to have, you need to read the audit reports more fully. So DAI is actually, an amazingly versatile cryptocurrency stablecoin. And I can actually just send you guys the white paper to read more about it, because it is pretty fascinating in how it does it. And this is the decentralized governance thing that I was talking about, that it's an autonomous organization. So it's a community of Maker token holders. So if you hold Maker, it's similar to the idea of the proof of stake, where you got to hold coins. So you're called a hodler. That's like the cryptocurrency term for holding the coin. And because somebody misspelled it once and everybody thought it was cool. Crypto nerds, right? Go figure. So so they have like a whole ecosystem, including interacting with Coinbase and Agent, or Argent. I'm sorry, Argent, which is a really big company. Rehan Bai, he's really into using their wallet, and he keeps asking me questions about them, and I really don't like their wallet personally. It's not anything like MetaMask, but it's an easy way to get crypto quickly for a lot of people.
What about the SafeMoon wallet?
The safe what?
SafeMoon wallet that's coming out?
Yeah, well, what about the SafeMoon exchange? I mean, I can't speculate on the SafeMoon wallet, but I can show you the SafeMoon coin. I prefer to show you guys the SafeMoon coin so you can understand what made them so successful. So, and like, this is literally, I'm not even kidding you. There's a video where this guy, it literally, the name of the thing is how to make a scam coin. And I just thought it was funny that in it was, and it said, like, I forget what it was, but it came up in my thing. in my recommendations, and it said like SafeMoon. I was like, man, this guy is funny. I love, it's like comical humor, but I'm learning, So if we go to SafeMoon was made on Binance Smart Chain, so we go to BSC Scam, and we can actually see on BSC Scan if anybody made a fake scam coin, which is by far even worse. But let's look up SafeMoon. I actually have looked into. Okay, so I just wanted you guys to know. So when you see an icon here on the left, that's usually an amazingly good sign. Like they've actually taken the time to submit the icon there. Another great sign, I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm just going to plus in a little bit more because it's really small text. But safemoon.net. So then you can look and see, is safemoon.net the official SafeMoon website? So is this like before you buy any coin, you got to do your own due diligence. DYOR, do your own research. Because your situation is going to be different than somebody else's situation. Your risk tolerance is going to be different than somebody else's risk tolerance. And that's why, somewhere in the near future, I hope to have an actual financial planner who's a good Muslim brother that has experience of at least 3 years in New York City. Not that I'm hating on anybody else, but New York City is where, finance is like, you got to be on point. So I know this is definitely the right website because it looks exactly like the last time I visited. And it looks really cool. It shows the guys who actually are part of the project. And technically speaking, just so you guys know, there could be some scam company that says safemoon.org and just copies their website. Not that you can copy this website easily, but there's a way to do it. So, you want to look at the website, make sure it's like the official website. But also if you go to, let's say, CoinGecko, wow. So this is actually the link looks like it works. If you look at the bottom right hand corner over here, it actually looks like it works. So let's go here and make sure it's the exact right SafeMoon. And then, okay, yeah, so this is the official website of SafeMoon because CoinGecko told us so. Okay, so that's always a really important thing. And then actually we can copy the contract over here and just put it back here. So we got a full circle and we just verified that what we thought was the right token is the right token. Conversely, we could have looked for SafeMoon and we could have found something else that's called SafeMoon. Look, SafeMoon NFT. Okay, you're like, oh, SafeMoon came out with an NFT? No, they didn't. Oh, they came out with SafeMoon Cash? No, they didn't. This is totally, completely different companies riding on the fame of SafeMoon. SafeMoon Classic. Here, this is a perfect example. This actually has the name SafeMoon, and you're like, oh, that's SafeMoon. But, alhamdulillah, the algorithms in Binance BSC Scan make sure that the one with the most transactions finds its way to the top. So that's the official one. Oh, and look, there's a big blue or very tiny blue checkmark stamp to let you know that that's the official, it's a verified smart contract. That's the official guy and it's been audited. So it's rug pull safe.